Now this lesson, a busy month, has too many concepts, so I have made 3 parts of it, so that bit by bit, that concept by concept, it will be very clear for you children. Okay, as the first video is released, after a day or two the second part will be released, and after a day or two the third part of this lesson, a busy month, will be released. So please keep watching children. The Indian robin. An Indian robin lays eggs in the space between the stones. The nest is made of grass so that the nest will be very soft for the little ones. On top there are soft twigs, roots, wool, hair and cotton wool. This is how the robin makes its nest. And it is very soft and cozy home for its chicks. Look here children, even at home your mother, your parents, they provide you with uniform bed so that you should have a very good sleep, isn't it? The robin is not like the crow. A crow's nest is made of all kinds of things, even pieces of wire and wood. Okay, this is the Indian robin. You can just while watching the birds, see, at least you should spend 15 minutes in bird watching, so that you will come to know about these very different things that the birds do. You know that the quail sings very sweetly, and we all love to hear to the song of the quail. But what about the crow? The crow doesn't sing. It caws and we say shoo shoo. Okay, there is some little difference between the quail that sings and the crow that caws. Do you know that this bird does not make its own nest? It won't take the trouble of collecting things to make the nest soft, ready to lay the eggs. So it lays its eggs in a crow's nest. The quail lays its eggs in the crow's nest. And the crow, it's a wonderful bird. It does not have any difference between its eggs and the other's eggs. So it hatches them along with its own eggs. Then the crow makes its nest with all kind of things, even with pieces of wire and wood. And you know where it makes the nest? It makes its nest high up on a tree. Whether a dove, it makes the nest among the thorns of a cactus plant or a mehendi hedge. Why? Because we do not go near the cactus plants or the mehendi hedge, isn't it? And disturb the nest. Yes, the crow is very scared that where its young ones will be disturbed and all. And whereas a sparrow, it makes its nest anywhere in the house. It goes on moving very freely in our houses. It makes its nest on the top of a cupboard or behind a mirror, etc. See, on the top of a cupboard, we don't try to disturb it. Behind a mirror also, we don't try to disturb it. Only we use the mirror to groom ourselves and all. And here we find a quail, crow. The only difference is the quail's eyes will be little red, and difference between the beak of the crow will be too big. It can take food as much as it wants for the little ones. And look here, the young ones are opening their mouth wide because they need the food, the insects and the worms that their parents bring. That means the crow brings everything. The quail is very free, singing, moving, singing and moving here and there and making people happy. Now here is the tailor bird. The tailor bird has a sharp beak. So what it does is, it also has to protect its nest, it protects its eggs. the eggs have to be hatched into the young ones, isn't it? So the tailor bird uses its sharp beak to stitch together two leaves on a bush. For us to look, it looks as if only the leaves are there. But once the people know that there is a nest in between the leaves, they'll just go to watch them. But what about the squirrels and the cats? What they do is they eat up the eggs, they eat up the little ones. Okay, see what a wonderful thinking skill of the birds, isn't it? So here the tailor bird uses its sharp beak to stitch together two leaves on a bush. It lays its eggs in the fold of the leaf that it has made. And see, this is the nest, and see the little ones, and see the mama bird. What a wonderful creation, isn't it? Now here, this is the sunbird. The sunbird, it makes a nest that hangs from the branch of a small tree or a bush. See, just look here, what a wonderful nest, isn't it? So soft, so cute. Okay, so it makes its nest with hair, grass, thin twigs, dry leaves, cotton wool, bits of tree bark, pieces of cloth, rags, and even spiders' cobwebs. See, because the mama bird, it wants its baby birds to be very comfortable in a very cool place, very soft place. See, for us also we have uniform beds to sleep, isn't it? And see, the mama bird, it is bringing food for its baby birds, isn't it? So such a wonderful creation. And here, see, the eggs are hatched into baby birds, and the mama bird is bringing the insects and the worms in its beak and feeding the baby bird, isn't it? And for us, everything our parents are supplying us. But see, the little birds also, they make their nest, they build a nest on their own. See all the things that it brings and it makes its nest, isn't it? Even we can't make it so beautifully, isn't it? Now here, this is the weaver bird. This is the weaver bird. The male weaver bird make beautifully woven nest. It will make many nests. And the female bird, what it does it looks at all the nests and it will choose the one that she likes the best and decides in which to lay her eggs. See, now it is the work of the male weaver birds to make as many nests as they can, and the female one, it will just choose one and in that it will lay the eggs.